Very good morning, everybody. Today, I want to discuss on international trade theories. There are different international trade theories we have, namely mercantilism theory, absolute cost advantage theory, comparative cost advantage theory, Exer oiling theory, product life cycle theory, global strategic rivalry theory, national competitive advantage theory, global competitive alignment matrix theories. Theory. Uh, the intention behind to develop these theories was to speak exactly about how does international uh, business emerge and why the international business emerge and what are the forces behind to go behind national boundary and how does international business really uh, require as far as domestic business are concerned, and what are the things should be kept in mind by the respective country as far as to go behind the national boundaries are the concern. From these theories, we come to know that the how does international business emerge in a respective the countries are. Here, I want to discuss brief about different theories. Today, I want to discuss only the mercantilism theory. Mercantilism theory is one of the oldest theory. This theory argue differently about international business, and this theory is having unique that assumption and unique expectations and unique argument as far as international business are the concern now. This theory called by different names like mercantilism theory, commercialism theory, and mercantile the system. Uh, this theory called mercantilism theory or mercantile theory or mercantilism theory. So first we have to understand what is mercantilism or what is mercantile. How does commercialism? Uh, Basically, the business aim is what to make the profit by undertaking different economic activities. So the mercantilism theory argue that the business organization of respective countries should undertake different economic activities. The intention should be make the profit because the commercialism itself indicates very clearly the commercial activities emerged uh, in any country or in any businessman uh, because of what? Because of to earn the profit or to make the profit or to utilize the economic resources properly in order to make the profit by the country by selling their goods and services in other country, even including within the country. Because the commercial ism term clearly says that that it is commercialism. The term clearly argue that the whatever business activities to be taken place that should be meant for to make the profit, then only that business able to remain with the business activities. And it is an economic policy of a respective country that designed to make more profit by export and minimizing the import. Mercantilism theory opened that it is an economic policy. The intention behind this policy is what to export more and import less. As you are very, I think all of you might be aware, whenever we have more export, of course, we are able to get some money or we are able to get uh, that revenue, or we are able to generate foreign exchange. So this is really the benefiting the country uh, differently, because whenever we have flowing of money from other countries, of course, so really it is improving the trade balance, or it really helping the country to undertake different economic activities, because money is the source that is really supporting the country like anything to tap the resources, maybe agriculture resources, industrial resources, and even whatever the economic avenues country having through availability of adequate finance, that is really helping the country to produce product more and earn more profit, and it is really benefiting the country. Therefore, this theory argues that by designing appropriate the policies at government level, as far as international trade are concerned, the country should export more and should minimize the import. Why this theory uh, that arguing import should be less? Because whenever we have more import, no, our trade balance may be negative. As a result of that, we are unable to gain or advantage over other the countries. Since trade balance has own influence as far as the financial conditions of the country, and even it directly or indirectly having own impact as far as the value of the currency, because money is the source through which we are able to exchange the goods and services. Suppose our country currency value better than other country currencies, really it is make the difference as far as profit of the country are concerned, or the profit of organization are the concern. It encourages imperialism, tariffs, and subsidies to export more and reduce import. So it argued that whenever country having control over other country, as far as the economic activities are concerned, and whenever country impose tariffs and subsidies to export and reduce the import, no? Of course, this type of policies really cut down the export and encourage the export, and this is really a opportunity to country to get more the funds or more profit like that. According to this theory, respective countries required to encourage the export by encouraging the productions of goods and services in particular area. Of course, the country required to provide some subsidies or some encouragement or some support to business community where the opportunities are there, and should be same time restrict the import by all means. Wherever essentiality is there, okay, then only should allow to get the goods from other countries. uh, the very basic purpose of this is what, to get the advantage over others in all space, all respect. Should not others should be depends on uh, as per as I mean, this theory argued that others should be depends on particular country as far as goods and services, or the economic the services are concerned, or economic activities are, I mean, they should come forward to purchase. The respective country wants to command over other countries, should create the environment like this, because whenever we have that restrictions and imperialism and even subsidies, of course, this is a favorable condition as far as import of or the export of goods and services are concerned, or it is really the benefiting the domestic business communities to go behind national boundary and to make the profit. It turned to improve the foreign exchange of the country, and even current account balance also increasing, or it ensures to improve the trade surplus. And the aim of mercantilism is to reduce current account deficit or to reach the current account surplus. Already I said the intention behind mercantilism theory is what? To produce more and more product. The same time should be export more and more goods to other countries. So this is no this turn to improve the reduce the current account deficit, or it improve the or reaches the current account surplus. Already I said whenever we have current account surplus, no, really that has a lot impact as far as GDP are concerned, per capita income are concerned, utilizations of manpower are concerned, utilizations of natural resources are concerned, and expansion of business activities are concerned, infrastructure development are concerned, and even whatever the economic activities to be undertaken by the country, purely based on the way in which the country having the current, I mean, the trade balance. Whenever we have more trade surplus, no, of course, really this may be uh, encouraging the country, or it is supporting like anything to country to develop infrastructure and develop industry, develop the agriculture like that, because money is the main source that is really helping individual or country to tap the untapped resources or to utilize the resources properly. Further, this theory arguing that regulate the economy and trade to get advantages or other countries. Already I said uh, this theory argue that in order to get advantage or other countries, no, should be regulate appropriate rules, norms, and trade policies as far as international trade are concerned now. Whatever trade policies to be designed uh, according to this theory, that should be safeguard the interest of a domestic country in all respect, and exploit the other country as far as the business or to sell goods and services are concerned, or to restrict the import of the concern, because it concentrated on only to make the profit. It is not concentrate, or it is not thinking about other interest, only thinking about respect their own country interest, their own country people interest, and it assumed that whenever we are exploiting other the countries, as far as economic the aspects are concerned, we have benefit like that. And numerous restriction and regulations are imposed on import. Already I said this theory argued that in order to get advantage over other countries, should not allow more import, should only allow more export, and should less import. Then current account balance is improving. That return to do better things by the country like that. And it argued that increase stock of gold and protect domestic industry. This theory, further argued that whatever wealth to be generated by the country should generate in terms of what? In terms of gold and silver, uh, that it really make the difference as far as country economies are the concern. Because the gold and silver was the uh, medium of exchange, and that was the way to measure the wealth of respective the country. So whatever wealth to be generated by the country should be generated in terms of what? In terms of gold. And the wealth of nation is measured, already I said, wealth of nation uh, was measured based on its accumulated wealth in terms of gold and silver. This theory argued uh, why the country required to store their wealth in terms of gold and silver, because gold and silver are the uh, important things that are really helping the country to know how much wealth, uh, how much wealth generated by the country. Therefore, the whatever wealth to be generated by the respective country, that should be generated in terms of what? In terms of gold and silver. Additionally, it argues that wealth of nation depends upon resources, natural resources, population, trade, taxation system, and foreign trade. Further, this theory pointed out that in order to gain uh, advantage as far as international business are concerned, should much concentrate by the country on resources. I mean, whatever resources the country having, maybe natural resources or manpower resources or scarce resources. That should be even the population also part of resources. But whenever the country having more and affluent natural resources, of course, it is really having advantage over the others as far as export the goods and services are concerned. And even the population also, whenever country having competent, capable, adequate population, no, of course, this is also the plus point to the country as far as to get the advantage, especially the international business are the concern. So this theory argued that should develop the manpower with quality, or the country should yeah, much focus on improve the skills, ability, and competency of the manpower that has own impact as far as the ability of the international trade of respective country are concerned. Further, it argued that appropriate trade policy should be designed, and that should be pure to the domestic organization, and taxation system also very important. This theory was pointed out that since taxation has own impact as far as the price of the product are concerned. Whenever country fail to design appropriate tax system, or country not able to ensure appropriate taxation practices that turn to increases the price of the product. Due to that reasons, no, sometimes country fail to export the goods and services. Appropriate taxation system is essential. So these are the things should be the practice by the country as far as the international trade are concerned. Then the country able to come forward to make more profit from the international business. And this theory was prevailed during 16th to 19th century. And from this, what I have discussed so far as, or from my discussion, it is very the obvious that the mercantilism theory argued that the country should make more profit by exporting goods and services, and country should reduce the import that turn to improve the current account balance. Once country having favorable current account balance, of course, this is really the make difference as far as all economic activities of the countries are concerned or country are concerned now. And this theory not free from criticism. This theory got huge criticism from the scholars. This theory given much importance to gold and silver and neglected the importance of other commodities. All of you might be aware. We have different commodities, and we have different types of services. But this theory stress much upon generation of wealth in the form of gold and silver, but it is not speaking about other commodities. In fact, other commodities also having own importance as far as to improve the international trade are the concern. Suppose quality manpower is not there, is it really helping the country to produce more quality product? Is it really helping the country to innovate new things in different activities? Is it helping to proper utilizations of resources? Is it helping to make the proper flag? Because this manpower also one of the important resources, no? But it was neglected. Uh, the manpower and other commodities and other resources. So this is one of the important drawback of mercantilism theory, and overstated the importance of commerce and undermined the usefulness of agriculture and other aspects. It overstated the importance of commercial activities, and it understated the important things like agriculture. Since agriculture is the source through which we are able to get goods and services, and uh, this theory was neglected the agriculture because whatever the commodities, most of the commodity or goods, no, come out from agriculture sector. But this theory was not thought much about the importance of agriculture, because agriculture is the source of any country. Most of the that commodities, no, come out from agriculture sector, but this theory was neglected agriculture sector. So this is not right, since agriculture contributed a lot towards economic activities, or that making profit by respective countries are. So respective country have different avenues as far as to make the profit are concerned, but same time the agriculture is the important source that really helping the country to do the business in different area. From that, they are able to make the profit or export the goods like that. And it believed that favorable balance of trade was the only source of prosperity. The prosperity, nothing but what? Growth. Prosperity, nothing but what? Favorable condition as far as GDP are concerned, per capita income are concerned, export are concerned, and even the demand of the product are concerned, productions of the product are the concern now. So this theory was believed that the favorable balance of trade is the source for prosperity. Because already I said, whenever we have the surplus trade balance, no, of course, that is really helping the country to tap the untapped resources and use the unutilized resources, and to undertake different the activities that are really changing the status of industry, business, and agriculture and service activities like that. So this is not really. Of course, other things are there, but of course, trade balance is required. But along with that, other things are essential, no? Because mere making profit or neglecting the interests of the people of society, neglecting the basic goods and services, simply exporting. Is it really serve the purpose of the country? Because whatever the country wants to do, that should be do for the benefit of the people of society. Suppose only much focuses on the profit by exploiting the interests of the ordinary people of the society, really it is having any meaning. That is, there was no meaning. I mean, this theory was failed to say exactly how does what are the things is really changing the status of the country. It opened that the gain of the nation was necessarily the loss of other nations. At the beginning, I said This theory argued that the gain of the one nation is necessarily the loss of other nation. I mean, by exploiting other countries as far as economic activities are concerned to make the profit. But this is not good. This is not really acceptable. Whatever business we want to do, we should do fairly. We should do by providing justice to others also. Simply exploiting others and cheating them and then make the profit, uh, is it really the business? That is not a business, because the whatever business you must know, the intention is to provide product or services to the people of society. Suppose the businessman exploiting them like anything to people of society, really that type of business is not good as far as prosperity of the society are concerned. And further, this theory argued that ideas regarding utility and value were vague and abstract. Whatever ideas this theory having as far as international the business are concerned, that are not clear, that are not proper, and even it is not really that arguing the proper way to promote the international business. And theory ideas about capitalist and interest were imperfect. The whatever ideas this theory having as far as that are concerned, I mean the about capital and that interest were imperfect, not the perfect. Okay, what I'm going to tell here, the whatever the ideas, this theory having some ideas are very good. Of course, we should make the profit, but same time, this theory neglected that many areas, and also it saying that should exploit others. That is not really acceptable. I hope all of you clear the what so far as I have discussed as far as the mercantilism theory are the concern. Next, the session I will discuss the remaining theories in brief. Thank you.